Hello. In this video, I'm going to fly this completely solid fueled rocket to Kerbal orbit. This is a thumper, the first stage. Second stage is a hammer, and the third stage is a flea. All of them are solid fuel rockets. The only mod that I use is called Kerbal Engineering System. It's in order to make use of it, you have to put this item, which is located in. If you add this mod, it's located right there in the science section, and just plastered on just the way you would like a solar panel. This particular rocket is, in addition to the three stages, I have a Delta Deluxe winglet there, a set of three basic fins here. It uses stack decouplers here, and a small nose cone, and some photovoltaic panels, and that's a Probodobodine OKTO as a controlling unit. And right there, I have a small inline reaction wheel. Just to give me some extra control over angles and such. But that's all the parts. This rocket costs 6,500 units, and that's about, I think, all I can tell you about it. So let's go ahead and fly it. Okay. It's not necessary to throttle up since they're all solid rockets, and but out of habit I throttle up anyway. And of course I turn on my guidance by hitting the letter T on the keyboard. I usually double check my staging, just a good habit to get into. And I usually turn this on so I can keep my eye on the electric charge. It's not really critical for this rocket. Okay, hit the space bar to launch. Now, a lot of people do a roll maneuver kind of early by my consideration, probably better than my methods of going to orbit. I mean, when I first started, I would launch straight up until I was out of the atmosphere, then turn 90 degrees. Yeah, I know it's pretty clumsy. Turn 90 degrees and then fire engines, basically sideways, which of course is inefficient. Uses a lot of fuel that way, or a lot of extra fuel. This is our altitude here, and this is the height that we're going to go to. Okay, our first engine is burned out, so we can dump that, but we're not going to fire the other one quite yet. In order to, we want to turn to about 45, maybe a little more than 45 degrees. Yeah, right about there. Now we can fire it. This is the height we're currently going to peak out at. Yeah, we're still in the atmosphere at 26,000 or 26 kilometers. Okay. Now, 34 kilometers. And I haven't dumped my engine because I want to use its mass to help me push through the atmosphere. Since we're still in the atmosphere, here's our highest altitude we're going to go to, 109. But you noticed that we picked up a good bit of lateral. We weren't just flying vertically. We're using the second stage. This is us, of course. And you can see I have a lot of other things out here in space. Now, the ideal time to fire your top engine. You press M, by the way, to go back and look at the close-up of your craft. You can see it's burned out. You point at something and right-click on it. It gives you more information about it. we can go ahead and dump that. And we're going to turn parallel with the ground. It's the sky and the ground. We can turn. This is called the nav ball, in case you're not familiar with it. And that marks our forward direction. We're now at 90,000 or 90 kilometers. Press M to go wide again. And it tells you not only how high you're going to go, but also how many seconds, how many minutes and seconds until you will arrive at that point. I've been using Kerbal Engineer for so long, I don't remember if this is a feature of the game or a feature of this add-on. We're approximately 1 minute from that location right now, and when we reach that point, we're simply going to fire this remaining stage. Of course, it's full of fuel because you can't really start and stop it. And by the way, in case you're curious, I am using the keyboard, very briefly pressing keys to change my orientation. I'm pressing the ASD keys and the WD. Well, A and D are that's A, and that's D, that's W, and that's S, and that's A. A and E rotate the craft along its long axis. Okay. Now, we're probably right about the peak. Yes, we're at the peak. So we can fire, hit the space bar and fire your engine. And watch how it shoves the orbit out. There it is. Burned out. Just burned out. Okay, now it's burned out. The engine is now, solid fuel is gone. Okay, and once again I'm hitting M, the M key, to go wide and go close, and that's where we are. And now our highest point that for our orbit is now over 1,500 kilometers, which we're now in orbit. And we did it entirely using solid rockets. Mostly they're used as boosters, but they can be combined to make a rocket all by themselves, which is what we just did. Hope you enjoyed the video. Talk to you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye.